You are watching Nosh with Tash.
Okay,
Nosh.
cool. Let's do it again.
All right, today I'm going to teach you how to make my personal favorite cut of steak, a ribeye steak. You know who else's favorite steak it is? Malone, come here. Come here.
Whoa, what is this?
Today I'm going to show you how to make my personal favorite steak, a ribeye. It's a super delicious, moist, really beefy cut of meat. It is in this paper towel because I am getting off the excess liquid from it. Extra liquid on the outside of the steak when it goes in the pan is going to cause steam, and the steam is the arch nemesis of the crispy, crackly crust. And while he's chilling, I'm gonna heat the pan. Now, what makes a steak even more delicious than just eating a steak is having a sauce with it. So I'm gonna show you how to make a compound butter. We need some room temperature butter, which I had, and then I put it in the fridge because long day. And then you can really put whatever you have lying around in it, any herbs, garlic, shallot. I happen to have a shallot. Unlike most of the time where I cut things very lazily, this one you do want to be a little bit more careful with because you're not going to cook it. And then I'm going to add 1 clove of garlic. You know how I feel about this. I'm going to add lemon zest. And this is really an eyeball thing. And then for the horseradish, I'm going to cut off a bigger chunk than I need, just so I don't have to get too close to my fingers, and get off the exterior. And then I'm just going to grate a healthy chunk into the butter. If you don't have horseradish root in your local store, try another store. I'm going to do chives, parsley, and yes, there are stems in here because I'm lazy. So there's that. Generous hit of salt, and then I'm going to mash it up. So all the mix-ins are evenly distributed. Super simple. Or you can get a little extra fancy with it and form it into a log. Take your saran, you're gonna put your butter in it, form it into a log, and then this will go in the fridge, and we are going to cook this steak. So here's the truth about cooking steak. A lot of people say that they don't like to do it because it makes their kitchen really smoky. And I'm sorry, but if you wanna make a steak that tastes really good at home, you're just gonna make your kitchen really smoky. There's a chance we're gonna be opening windows and setting off smoke alarms, but it's all for the good of the steak. I'm going to generously salt it on both sides. So I put this pan on before I started yakking at you, so it's been about 17 hours. I've had it on for 5 minutes on high, so I'm gonna put it in. All right, I'm gonna flip it. You can flip your steak a few times as you're cooking it. If you have a ceiling fan, you can turn that on. If you got windows, you can open those. If you got wine, it'll make you feel less stressed out about setting your house on fire. And this cut of meat is super thick, so it's gonna take a few minutes. If you have a meat thermometer, highly recommend. We're looking for an internal temp of 125. I'm gonna test it, see where we're at. And we're at almost 100 degrees. So it's just gonna be a few more minutes. Don't you feel like I'm inside of some sort of like Pirates of the Caribbean ride with my personal smoke machine?
Sorry.
We're gonna put a little pat of butter on it. Little, medium, large, whatever you feel like. That's kind of fun looking. It's speckled with all of its herbs. It's kind of like herb sprinkles. And that is your beautifully cooked ribeye steak. And I can't wait to see what you think. Hear what you think. See what you think. See what you make and hear what you think. Too much wine.